Hello everyone, this is Magdalena Baciu, and in this video I would love to talk to you about the Golden Meditation Sundays. The meditation that I run now for almost a year, every Sunday 7 p.m. London time. So I would like to share with you what is the intention behind it, what is the philosophy behind it, how did they come to life, and also the experience that we have with them so far, and what is the structure of every session. And of course I'm also going to share with you what this upcoming meditation on Sunday will be about. So about a year ago, as we started this global transformation and everything became unsure and there were a lot of rules that prevented us to go about our days as we used to do, and traffic was restricted, and even more than that, we were in lockdown and everything started looking very different than where we used to. I have meditated long and prayed a lot to see what can I do, how can I employ what I know, the tools that I have to be able to support this navigating these times. So after a while I keep receiving this information about starting these guided meditations, and I was like, okay, I can do that. So I have started this guided meditation with an intention to support people to remember who they are, and in a time when everything is uncertain, to find a way to ground within ourselves, to find that solid ground, that center within ourselves. That was the biggest intention behind it, and to support ourselves to have this strong core that no matter what is happening in the outside world, that we can find the calmness and the clarity to make the best decisions, and we will not let whatever emotion, whatever things that come and go take away our inner peace. So that was at the foundation of this. And so far the experience and the journey has been amazing. People who came and joined me at the first sessions, they are still with me. They can't even imagine losing one of the Sundays. They are just emailing me, texting me to make sure that they get the link to come and participate. It's been so enriching for all of our lives. People are telling me that it's setting them up for the next week, and more than that, it has been like a beacon of light for them in this last year when everything was out in the air. So what is the structure of this meditation? So I love to always include in my work the fact that we are part of a bigger circle of life, that we don't exist in isolation, that everything is dancing together, existence itself is dancing together. And the way I bring this into my work is that I start this meditation by giving an energy report, and also talking about the Western astrology and the Mayan cosmology to set the settings to understand what is happening in the bigger scheme of things. And then this is happening for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, and then we proceed to do the guided meditation for the topic that we are setting for the week. And the way I choose the topics for every week, it's also I receive the topics in meditations. They are not really chosen randomly, it's just something that I receive and I feel like, okay, this is what is needed. And it's without any trace of doubt, like every time I chose something, it just happens that all the messages that happen around that day, it just looks like, yeah, this is conducive for this work to be done. And you may not know, like at the beginning I called this meditation healing meditation, because my intention was to do very deep work, the deepest work I can perform in groups, to be able to really support people to connect with that inner self, to remember who they are, and to be able to cleanse away anything and everything that could prevent them to rise above circumstances and problems. And after a while, I think it was in summer, when we took about a few weeks break, because everyone was in holiday, and I have reflecting on it, and at that time I realized if I keep calling this meditation healing meditation, will mean that in some respect I will keep calling the people who come sick people, or I will keep this polarity going, health and sickness, so you cannot have health without talking about sickness. So at that time I realized, like, no, just because we want to have a higher quality of life, just because we want to relate differently with events and situations, and we want to navigate whatever is going on in a higher way, doesn't mean that we are sick in any way or need any healing. It's just a way of changing perspective and a way of rising consciousness. So then I start calling them golden meditations, and the ones some of you who follow me, you would have noticed that shift, that change. So as I was saying, now we are approaching 1-year anniversary in April, and within this year we only had 5 weeks when we didn't meet. It was 3 weeks in summer and 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year holidays. And even that time, I remember that I was really missing it. I felt like it was becoming part of myself, and I was like, why did I stop it? I should just show up, no matter how many we are coming. Or it was just it's such a beautiful, beautiful practice. And this Sunday, so the topic for this Sunday, the focus of this Sunday is Come Unbound. So how this topic came about, I was meditating the other day, and I have realized when you plant seeds, the plant comes out, but the rest of the seed is kind of left in the ground. The plant doesn't take it with it to grow. It only takes from it the information and the nutrients, but not so much the shell and the rest of the seed. And I was thinking that we as humans in our journey, we tend to drag with us the whole past. Sometimes not only our traumas, but the traumas of our parents and our ancestors and the generational trauma. And we keep looking at the world through the lens of those traumas, through the lens of those experiences. And we don't seem to be able to let go of what happens, let go of the past, that we can only take the lesson, the juice of it, and then move on free to be able to create something new. And because now we are experiencing spring, even though in London it's so cold, but we are getting closer to spring. I feel it's a great way for us to have a deep meditation, a deep work, to be able to reflect and shift our pattern, to be able to let go of the shells and the past that we still may be carrying around, and to emerge in spring like fresh and new, just taking the lessons and releasing the rest. And because nature is doing the same thing, it's very beautiful to align this energy and to do this together. It's very conducive for this work. So if this speaks to you, please join me. The link for Sunday is above or below, and I'll be very happy to have you with us. It's a very beautiful practice. We have a core of a small group of people who keep showing up every Sunday, and it's such a beautiful community and such a beautiful, harmonious feeling to be part of it, and it's enriching on so many levels. So if you feel the calling and you'd love to join us on Sunday, just please do so. It's a lot of joy to participate in this, and definitely at the end of this you would feel the benefit. So this is from me about the Golden Meditation Sundays, and I'm looking forward to see you around and to experience this together. Lots of love.